I am a little bit far, but I did that on purpose. I like the frame hooks. I have nine vehicles to get today, and I'm not entirely sure I'll get them all or not. I should be able to. It's not they're not difficult or anything, but I haven't called everybody yet. Well, I called a few, gotten confirmation from this one. When they say whatever they give me on the weekend is already confirmed and taken care of, but sometimes people change their minds. So so we'll see how it works out. One of them is a Harley. I've got 3 trucks, a Sprinter van, I know one's a Camry. This is an Equinox. And 3 trucks. I think all 3 of them are Dodge Rams, which is one I'm hopefully gonna go get next. It says pick up between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. So yeah, we'll see how it works out. Alright, I had 1 cancellation, and then I've got 1 here I've swapped out that cancellation for, so that's fine. It's actually gonna work out good for me that guy canceled. I was right around the corner from his house when he told me he didn't want it picked up. Just changed his mind about it, which is totally fine with me to do. It's not a big deal. Let's see. I don't know if I have enough room. Yeah, I do. Okay. I've got enough room to do it right here. It's gonna look a little silly for a second, but I'm dropping 1 off here. And then I'm gonna put that one on the bed. Mainly because, I mean, I can tow it on my tail just fine, probably. It doesn't look like anything's rubbing. But this one's front wheel drive. That one's rear wheel drive. So I'm just gonna put it on my tail. This one, and then put the van on the bed. That's right, it's still in neutral. Left it in neutral. Turn this a little bit. Yeah. This one is not drivable. It probably would be drivable if it started. But it doesn't actually start. It actually looks like seems like there's some kind of a problem with the starter. sounds like it operates, but it just, all it does is turn. Figured I had enough room. A little close to the mailboxes. Shouldn't be a big deal. The only downside is that the controls can't really be accessed from over there. Let me see if I'm close enough here. I like the frame hook spots. See if I can. Yes. Cool. Love it when I don't really need to adjust my winch line. Oh, but I do need to reach it. To adjust it just a little bit. should shift. Or not. There we go. How wide is this? Oh. It looked like it was wider than my strap points, but it's not. It'll fit in between them. I'm gonna reach it from over here anyway. So I want to see the spot. There we go. Lots of room over here. I'm only 11 minutes away, so I'm not going to use the chains. Just going to use the straps. Normally on a 2500 I would use chains, but I'm not that far from the office. And I'm not going on the highway. I'm sticking to town. So, not concerned about it moving a whole lot. And the straps will hold it. The chains really are just, you know, they hold more weight and they're extra insurance, really, just in case. But these straps are, they're rated for enough of the weight. Actually, I'm just going to leave it in neutral, which normally I wouldn't do either for something of this size, but it's just because, you know, I'm not going on highway speeds. I'm not going to be taking those sharp corners fast. Just taking it to the yard, and it's only 11 minutes away from here, so it'll be fine. Neutral. Camera's got. Yeah, should have enough battery. And it's on. Cool. As soon as I readjust, I'll strap that wheel. Glad I'm getting this one now because now that guy can get to his life. Doesn't have to wait for me. This was going to be my last vehicle for the end of the day, just because it's so close to the office and there's nothing else that is over here. The other ones I have over here are actually in Bonnie Lake, so this works out really well. Love this camera. So I mean, I wish it was hardwired. I guess the only thing stopping me from hardwiring it is me, really. I just haven't done that. I'd love for it to be hardwired. Glad it's a front-wheel drive. I think almost every Equinox I've picked up has been all-wheel drive. And those won't tow on two wheels unless disconnect the drive line. Good there. It needs to come out more. If I get this uploaded soon enough, I may actually upload this one before some of my other videos. I'm gonna be at Prairie Days, which, if I'm remembering right, I should know this, right? If I'm remembering right, it's happening in Rainier. I could be wrong. It could be happening in Yelm. One of those. Tenino. But yeah, wherever the Prairie Days event is going on, they're having a Touch a Truck event, and I'm going to be there. I'm gonna ask if I can record a little bit. And it would be nice to see if some other tow companies can bring, you know, some of their big trucks. All you need is a big truck to enter the lineup, you know, of trucks there. So my truck's gonna be there. Oh yeah? I think the brake is still on. Yeah, my truck's gonna be there. And I may even load one of my cars. At home, I've got a little Suzuki. I'll probably put that on the bed, just so, you know, folks can see what it looks like, you know, at the event. The kids, anyway, can see. They're gonna wanna walk around and look at things. Maybe hop in the truck. So I'm gonna get it, you know, practically, in a practical way, cleaned up, organized. Well, I already dropped one of these off. There was a little bit of a mix-up on the gate code. All the numbers got changed recently, and I wasn't aware of one of them. Conveniently enough, so I could get into the property with one of the new codes that I knew, but the other code I could not get into the main gate, so I was stuck waiting around for hopefully not too long. I don't actually know. I didn't time it, but so made some phone calls. Got one that went through. Luckily, since all the codes that were suggested were not working, she decided to drive in and let me in. She had an idea for another code, and it turned out that to be the right one, so I'm glad it was right, so they could let me in and I didn't have to drop the cars where, you know, they wouldn't want to see them in the morning. All 8 of them. So that's good, at least. Made a couple calls to the others. I got 2 answers. One actually called me back, so 2 more confirmed. And we'll see. Oh yeah, that's right. I still have this in neutral. New rule over here is dropping every other row. I mean, at least it used to be, it was a rule actually for a while, but then for some reason they just stopped. They stopped doing that for a little while, and it actually just turns out that the drivers just quit following it, and they just let that slide for a little while. But now they're not letting it slide anymore, so back to the rule. Hopefully I got that straight. It looks straight enough. Now dropping it every other row, so which makes sense to me over here because the rows they're pretty close to each other, and if you're dropping right next to somebody, it's really tough to get it really lined up. And so what they end up doing is kind of churning one direction to the other one to get the vehicle to kind of lean over. I'm gonna let it roll back a little bit more. But yeah, they try and get it to lean over more. And you know, they're trying to make sure it's in the row and that it's straight, but instead of doing that, they end up messing it up. So now they're just saying every other row that gives them the best chance of getting it in here straight. So far, that's been working for the most part. It's been good actually, so I can get some more practice on getting these straight. Kind of have figured out a little technique now. Most of the time now I'm getting them straight in the row, but this one's still a little bit over one direction. But it's at least really close to right in the middle. After this, I'm going to Granite Falls for a Toyota Camry. That'll come up without getting caught. Yes. Toyota Camry next in Granite Falls. I don't think I've ever been to Granite Falls before. I have been to Arlington, which is close to the area I'm going to. I've been over there. Arlington and Marysville, but not Granite Falls. And that's 2 hours from here, 2 hours north. It's interesting when you hear things through the grapevine, which, you know, honestly, I've never trusted the metaphorical grapevine, as they call it. I've never trusted it. You know, if someone tells me, oh, you know, I heard they're talking smack about you, or whatever, it really doesn't bother me at all. I mean, it's almost like one of my kids telling me, you know, no to something I'm telling them to do, or you know, it's like the same deal to me. I'm just kind of like, okay, well, you're saying no, I understand that, but still isn't going to really change anything. You know, whatever this is, it still needs to be done, and you know, either you or I still need to do it. So, you know, it really doesn't matter. So, just so that the folks, you know, if any folks are actually talking smack about me at all, it's not a big deal, and I really don't care. It doesn't bother me, not even a little bit. Just so you know, you guys know, if any of you are watching, because I know a couple of you do, and by you, I mean the potential one or two who may actually be talking about me. And that's totally fine, just so you know. It's totally fine. It doesn't bother me, not even a little bit. Either way, you know, it's no sweat. This gate is somebody hit it. So now it's all messed up. I mean, it looks like someone bumped it from the inside. I don't really understand that, but anyway, yeah, it's not a big deal. And I mean, if anyone knows me, they know that that's true. That it really doesn't bother me. Because I don't, well, you know how some people just have an identity, you know, with something like a reputation or, you know, like if they're a teacher, you know, they identify with being a teacher, and it's their students, their class, and that's their identity, right? Oh, I don't get my identity from anything here. So it just doesn't bother me, you know, if it's about, because I already know, you know, whoever may or may not be saying, you know, negative things about me, it's so interesting to me that it's just not even remotely meaningful to me at all. So I know someone might, you know, tell me because they're you know, looking out for me maybe, but yeah, it's not a big deal. It's no sweat. I'm still gonna do my job. Still gonna do it the same way that I'm doing it. You know, with as few mistakes as possible, I would hope. And you know, I don't think of anyone any different or look at anyone any different than the way I see myself, you know, or at least my old self anyway, because I know that a lot of people are in the same position that I used to be in. So I can see that and understand that. That helps me understand people really well. So it's not a big deal. Off to the next one. Let's see. It's probably going to be off a little bit. That's okay. Make sure. want my e-brake on. Wait, does this have the one? Might just go without. That's fine. See, is this one? This one's loose. So kind of on a hill. I think I'm gonna stick my e-brake on a little bit.
That's pretty snazzy.
Pretty easy.
Yeah. Don't make me a little piece of that title to send into the DMV or whatever.
If that's the way you want to do it, you
Yeah, I
can.
probably should. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it says.
I mean, they do. You can do that online now if you have a computer.
Oh yeah.
So, but it's up to you. I can give you the. I'll tear it off of there and give it to you. I'm gonna scooch over here and get this tire. At my next one here, it doesn't appear to move and it's parked nose in, so I'm gonna have to figure out what to do here, because it's not exactly a you can turn around area. It's pretty much a one-lane deal here. So now I need to find out how I can drop one off, which is backwards on my bed, and then pick it up. Again, back up to that one, pick that one up. So let's see here, because if I drop this off, I gotta drop this off with the nose pointing behind me. Don't think I can do it right there. It's gonna be tough to get around it. Neither one of these are drivable. Yeah, it's a little bit of a pickle here. Let me see here. So I could, as long as I can get around the white car. Now if I drop it there, won't be in a good spot either. So, okay. Nothing to do except back up. Get out of here, out of the one-way area, drop this thing off, and then pick up that thing. Just leave it in someone's grass. I can't leave it in front of someone's driveway. So, limited options. That's fine. And it looks like I have so much room over there, but you know, not enough. And there's a golf cart coming down here. This is not a place that I would want to live in. The area is so nice, but I'm glad that my driveway just goes to my house and no one else's. And I don't have a single lane road going there either. Like this, that people have to, well, I mean, I would hope that there wouldn't be any tow trucks or anything coming down. laughing because it's busy over here right now, I guess. Okay, here's where I'm gonna have to drop it. This is the best place to drop it. It's not in anyone's way. At least I'm dropping something that is not drivable, so I'm not too worried about anyone messing with it, especially over here. I'm glad I got lucky that both of these cars, they roll, so it's nice. I'm gonna leave this out. This thing, I think it died on me. Or is it just... It's low on battery, I gotta recharge it. Been using it straight for a good, I don't know, month and a half, I think. It's pretty good. It's funny, actually, this Camry has an engine that's ready to be pulled out, so when he said it's ready to pull, I'm assuming he means he disconnected everything in there. So it's, he said that the engine in there is loose, but it should be alright. Shouldn't be any problem with it going on the wheel lift. Nothing appears to have moved, so that's good. Something's leaking, I'm not sure what. It's probably from a disconnected line under there on the engine. Okay, now to back all the way down that thing and get the Mazda. Let's see, is that camera still on? Thought I turned it off, but just to double check. See if it's on or off. do it. Let's make sure I got all my photos here. If I can. Mazda. Okay, all the photos except, there we go, the key. Okay. Oh, nice. This has convenient hook points right under the bumper, just like the Camry. Cool. Doesn't look like I'll need to adjust my winch. Got it right here, looks like. Yeah. Perfect. I want that to scoot over a bit. See if that'll do it. Sometimes that works good. Ah, nice. That's what I wanted. Let's see if it'll. Yeah, that's good. Nice. I don't know what fell. It sounded like gravel or probably parts. See, it looks like actually it's a socket that fell out. cylinder. No, that's not. I was gonna laugh if it was a 10 millimeter. He's got a few sockets that came out. Got one of these. No, that's a 12. Oh, they're just sockets. I don't think that's turning on. I think it's dead. Yeah, it is. It's dead. Alright. Alright. Gotta grab the Camry. Get on with the rest of the day. This completes half of my day. I still have a Range Rover or a Land Rover. Let's see, what do I still have? That's right, a Land Rover, a Dodge Ram, and I believe, yeah, a Toyota Tacoma and a Harley. Hopefully these people can get around me. See if I can get this without having to go back there and check it. I can see a little shadow, and sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't work. Let's see if it worked this time. Can they get around me? Kind of looks like they can. Yeah, nice. Good. Ooh. Yeah, see the shadow? Yeah, sometimes it doesn't always work. Check the shadow, because you see right there the shadow. It looks like a really good distance away, but it's, you know, the angle of the sun. And even though this looks, actually it looks okay. It doesn't look bad. It's just a matter of, it does go forward a little bit when I tilt it down. Sometimes you can nick the license plate, but this one looks like just barely enough. It is over to the right a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, that'll work fine. And it's actually gasoline that was leaking. I lost my boss's credit card yesterday in Raymond. I'm pretty sure in Raymond. I was picking up a, I forget what was that car? You know, it might have been a Toyota Camry. It was a white car. It looked like it had been vandalized several times over. Sitting there for a while from the looks of it. I was buying some parts for my dollies, and my boss's last name, when you say it out loud, the spelling is not obvious. So I was doing the silly thing and looking at the spelling of his last name while I was on the road. I was in town actually. I was really close to that car, and it's something that had been, you know, on the list of things to do for a long time and been a hassle to get done, so I didn't want it to wait because I didn't want to forget. So I just, you know, did it right there while I was driving, and I put the card in my lap. And actually I've got I have a little pouch and stuff I keep the card in with the receipts and everything. Instead of putting it back in there, I put it in my lap, and then I'm pretty sure I just got out of the truck with it on the seat and slid out, and it must have fallen out onto the ground. Pulled everything out of the cab of the truck to find the card. I couldn't find it, so I just decided, okay, guess I'm driving to Raymond when I get home, and it's about an hour and 45 minutes from my place. So I was on my way there. I decided in the middle of it not to go after all, because it may not be there. I called the pharmacy there, and I sent I was hoping the lady I was talking to would actually go check, but she asked a coworker of hers to go check. It was a very quick check to me, but she said they looked all over the place over there and they couldn't find it. So, I mean, no huge deal, I guess. It was to me in the beginning, you know, because it was my fault, and the card's not mine. Card's frozen, so it doesn't matter if you found it. There's no way you can use it, but you know, it was interesting. End of the day that day. Such a long distance place too, to actually lose something like that. But I'm glad I didn't go all the way back for it. Center the van up last time, so maybe this time we'll get to center the car up. So at least I've got a good center line here. Let's see if I can. There we go. I think that'll do it. Kind of in the middle-ish. I think so. Let's see. Ram, Camry, Toyota Camry. Looking forward to going all the way back over there to the city area. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But got work to do. Grateful I got work to do. Ready to get it done. I don't think there's any other keys in here. Nope. Okay. I think he said there was one more fob in there somewhere. Transmission fluid, some sticker bush under there. Give it to me. Land Rover and Dodge Ram is next. Land Rover and the Dodge Ram. Thought I had 3 Dodge Rams, but I've only got. Yeah, I know one canceled on me, but maybe it was just 2 Dodge Rams and 1 Tacoma. I've only got 4 cars left. Oh, vehicles. The Harley's one of them. I would love to go get the Harley and that other one now. Just that guy's not waiting around all day, but he's not really waiting for me, I guess. So that's good. Just thought it was gonna end up being a lot earlier. Not super straight still. Hoping the Ram is in good enough condition to be towed backwards, because I'm picking the Land Rover up first. The Land Rover's at a Ford service center. They close at 5 or 6. And he says he thinks it's open until 8. The service center, or not the center itself, the dealer. So hopefully they can get us the key for them, which is why I have to go there first before going to the Tacoma and the Harley, which are closer. They're in Bonnie Lake and Sumner, but I can't go to them until I'm finished at the service center. Mazda. Oh yeah, this thing is, that's right, it needs a bag, because this one's key is in pieces. Oh shoot, what did I do? Nice, there's my pin. Okay. kind of seems like, I don't know, sometimes you pick up a car and it looks like it's been stolen. You don't really know for sure. Maybe they just bought it that way and used it for parts, or maybe they got it back and it used to be theirs or something, but besides, I don't know, sometimes you just show up to a property and it kind of just looks like stuff's going on, but it's none of my business, really. I do find it interesting sometimes, though. I don't know, some folks too just have that, I don't know, not just the voice, but I mean, I could be totally wrong, you know, and I'm just seeing it wrong, but it does just seem like sometimes they've got a particular, you know, tone to their voice. You know, what you can kind of hear over the phone, you know, how they sound. I don't know. They all seem to sound the same. The people who do that kind of thing, anyway. No offense. No offense. Well, I don't care really, but it is interesting. Oh, does that go right through the floor? Oh no, it's full of water. Okay. So busy on the road today because, you know, it's Memorial Day weekend, but it is so busy out there. I can hardly look back to check my load, which I do often. You know, I regularly just look back and I'm just checking, but today is a whole nother game for the traffic. I'm like, there's nothing I can do except look forward. I guess it's so busy on the road. So busy on the road today. Practically just stay in the left lane almost the entire time because the traffic on the lane, on the inside lane, is constantly, you know, 10 down, 10 up, 10 down. As far as miles per hour go. 10 up, 10 down. And then sometimes, you know, the fast lane, the left lane, is the same deal. 10 down, 10 up, 10 down. Then you've got your crazy, in a hurry, you know, people who are all over the highway. And it's one thing to be in a motorcycle and split a lane, you know, when you're about to move over in a big truck. I totally get that, you know. They understand, they ought to understand the risks, you know, so that's why they're doing it. They get they're risking their life every time they do that. But, you know, the other ones who are just in a hurry trying to get around, they think just trying to get around me, but they're really trying to get around like 20 other cars in front of me. I don't think they know that they're risking their life too every time they fly around you know, or quote unquote cut, you know, people off and then have to slam on their brakes in front, you know, of me and everybody else. It's pretty amazing to see. I totally understand it. But man, it's totally different today. Being, oh yeah. Here's that other key I was thinking about. This is the other key that was on my mind. So I zip tied the one that he was talking about. The other key fob, he said. This, I will just wire tie it to the zip tie. Ain't gonna go nowhere. Okay, time to go get a Land Rover. After I get rid of this screw. Okay, here's the Land Rover. Too bad too. I always thought these looked kind of nice. I'm not so sure I would own one. But see, does it have any power? It's probably been sitting for a while. No power. This looks like, look at that key thing, huh? Just want to see. Yes. Fancy key. Very interesting. I've actually never seen this. Let's see here. Okay. Now have I ever done that for this particular car? I just knew. Had a general idea anyway of how it worked. Let's see if I can get this back on the way it's supposed to go. Arrow up. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Does it have any power? No power. Okay, awesome. Let's see, are these... Is the steering wheel locked? No. Well, that's nice. Steering wheel's not locked. Keep the key on me just in case. There's electronic e-brake, so you know, those are awesome. Let me make sure I got all my pictures. Yes, both front, both rear. Okay. Paid $4,500 for this. I wouldn't think the body is worth that much, but I guess, or the body and transmission if the transmission's good. But shoot, you know, I guess I really have no idea. I don't know how much. I know they are expensive, but let's go with that. If I gotta get closer, I'll just walk it back. Looks a little low too. I might need to use my my straps. The body being worth what it is, I don't want to hurt it. I have not actually towed one of these that's this low to the ground, and one that's not running and driving or completely trashed. Because so far, every time I've towed one, it's been either totally trashed or it's been running and driving. It is pretty low. Well, just like a BMW.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a nice spot right there, but it's so high up. Okay. Oh, it's gonna go up just like a BMW would. It's a good thing I got those straps. Other side. No, you're fine. Go ahead. Yeah. Just want to make sure I'm getting it out far enough so I'm not going to touch the body, and if I do, I'm only going to touch it with the strap. Normally I'd wrap all the way in there around the whole wheel, but this one being the way it is, I'm gonna make sure I get just like a BMW or a Tesla. This is another method I've used for pulling Tesla with the rear. Okay, it's about even. Now I just have to make sure I'm not touching. I mean, I don't care if it squeezes the body a little bit. Let's see. Just don't want the chain to touch it. As long as it's not brittle. A little can, tiny can. Used up my big can. Ah, yes. It's okay. It'll scooch over a little bit, hopefully. Still got some room over there. A little bit more. Ah, it's on.
It's on.
Screw.
Is it okay if I throw this
Yeah.
door?
These. Ah, yes. Almost. Ah, yes. Just enough room for a strap to get behind.
The tires are fairly new, but it hasn't been driven in a year and a half. No, more than a year and a half. So
That explains why it's dead.
probably just low.
Yeah, I'm guessing it has some kind of airbag in it. Maybe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yep. So it just blended itself out over time. That makes sense. Getting it off will be the fun part. I'm sure I can make it happen. Just like a BMW and the Mercedes. There we go. Two more. Should be good to go. Friggin' airbags. It's getting sticky. Get back there. Okay.
Hey, I appreciate this. This is the happiest day of my year.
Oh yeah?
Getting rid of this thing.
Nice. I'm sure it's been sitting here for,
Yeah.
you know, has it been sitting here the whole year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to.
Yeah. All right, well.
It's a wonderful day. Goodbye, Gerald.
You'll see it again if you look up my channel.
Oh yeah. You have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
All right. What's your YouTube channel called?
Towing with Ben.
Gotcha. Check it out. Are you filming right now, or are you just filming?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got a little camera on my head. I don't include everything, but it's mostly just the tow stuff.
Gotcha.
Loading the car, unloading the car. I usually cut out.
You can't include anything I said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't.
Anything else is okay.
I typically don't include a lot of like conversations and chit chat and even some stuff that I'll say out loud, you know, and I'll kind of be like, well, okay, maybe I'm not gonna, I won't put that in the video.
it'll be a memento on YouTube forever.
Yeah.
Commemoration.
Well, and it's not, I hardly ever have to use those straps, but you know, it's a good $25 investment.
Yeah.
For vehicles like that. I mean, I'm sure there's maybe a better way, but a lot of people hook them underneath on the control arms, but I don't know. I don't like to pull up
Gotcha.
on, I don't know. Now, if it were really, really old, for a much older vehicle and these were metal, you know, I probably wouldn't want to do that, but because it's plastic, and I was kind of betting on it not being brittle,
Yeah.
which it's not, luckily, because, you know, I've seen at least one crack before.
Really?
Yeah, but they work well. They hold, I think, 20,000 pounds.
Nice.
I think is what it is. Oh, I could be totally wrong. That's the brake strength is 20,000. Load limit is 6,666 for one strap. So
Gotcha.
pretty good. All right.
Thank you, sir. I
Yep.
appreciate it a lot.
No problem. Thank you.
Welcome to the rest of your long day.
Yeah. This one's actually a pretty nice Dodge Ram. They're letting go of it for look like $620. asked them what was wrong with it. And she said it just doesn't turn on. So, well, that's too bad. It's not a bad looking Dodge Ram. I just have to pick it up backwards. Look like I have my camera. So and then I guess I should actually make sure I can actually leave this area. I should have looked at this before I started doing what I'm doing. Okay, yes. Okay. Confirmed, I can leave the area this direction. Yeah. It's in. Doesn't turn on, and it's in the driveway. What is my camera doing? Oh, it's backwards. Oh shoot, that's right. Enter, 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 enter. There we go, okay. Sometimes the mirror flip thing will turn off on me. Let's see if I can get cut over here good enough. Looks like it. It's working. Oh, turn back on. Thank you, camera. I gotta get it kind of an angle because I don't want to. Let's see. See if that'll do it. It's pretty close. I'm gonna see if that'll get me there. Hopefully it does. Shouldn't have to turn the wheel. It's really close. Looks right on. Cool. Let's see. Might need to back up more. Hopefully I don't. Okay, that looks good there. It's all the way out. Don't really like that all the way out. Might not have a choice to back up a little bit more. Let me see if I can get this to fit. Just need one. This one will be. Might need to back up a little bit more. Yeah, just a little bit more. A little bit more. Tiny bit more. That might have done it. Squishing the tire. Yes. Yes. This one still good. It's right on the tire. Okay. See how close I can get this, since I've got the Land Rover here right at the end of the bed. So I might need to change where I'm putting my chains. That motorcycle had to change pickup time. I wanted to finish everything today, but it's just getting too late for him. So I understand. He's in a suburb neighborhood, and you know, it's probably my kids. One of them goes to bed at 7, so you know, there's kids in bed right now. So it's cool. I totally get it. I'm not going to be able to get too close because of that Rover. I don't like how taut that chain is, so I'm going to have to pick somewhere else to hook these. I mean, I've seen people go around the leaf springs. You know, it does work. I normally don't, but I'll make an exception today. Mainly because they move, you know, they bounce around. Worst case scenario, chain falls off and I hear it dragging around. Come back here and fix it. Yeah, I don't even like how taut that is. I can't sit here for too long, blocking the road. So I have hooked them in here before, but no, not there, not like that. Shoot. Trucks. I mean, that will work, but I like having it hooked up over there. never had one fall off, but the roads over here are the worst roads. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's not at all a good place to me. I need a bungee. I'll let it stick out. Bungee. It's right here. I'm gonna check the steering. I'll get my light bar after I move out of the way. I do not agree with the way these chains are. Not at all. Don't like it. Let's see if I can do the seat belt. Is this lock? Might be able to get away with the seat belt. It's dead. There's just enough belt here to tease me. It's really not good enough without being able to move this forward manually or backward. For now, let's see if I can just pull it out of the spot. I'll sort out the rest. Yeah. Turn on. I mean, that may or may not actually help me, but will turn a little bit. I'm gonna get out of this corner. I'm gonna have to put, I might be okay with the way it is, but I just don't trust it, so I'm gonna, okay. At least it's out of their property and out of the way. I don't like the way those chains are at all. It's not gonna work. Let's see how bad the steering is. Yes, sir.
All right. Good.
I think that's going to be all right. I'm just going to let that go. hoping I have enough battery to finish recording these last 2 drop-offs. We will see. Chains fell off on the truck on the way, which I'm not too surprised about. I didn't trust where they were after all, so of course, you know, they fell. As I was going through some massive freaking bumps, it is absolutely amazing. You know, I'm wondering what's in this truck. It is very heavy. I mean, it's like I'm driving a boat right now. You know, it might have something to do with the Land Rover being close to the end of my tail, but that usually wouldn't cause the dramatic amount of movement. Well, that's kind of far. Maybe I should back up a little bit more. Some dramatic amount of movement from, you know, my rear end. Every time I hit a bump, you know, it was like I was in the water because of how much weight is back here on the tail. I mean, they just sold this truck for $620. To the Clunker Junker. I mean, even if it doesn't start, they gotta steal. They definitely gotta steal. I mean, you've got the toolbox here, and I mean, it's pretty nice looking, honestly, for what it is. And I think maybe I left the key. Oh, it's in the cup holder. It's like 9 o'clock at night. Did some serious miles. Serious miles today. I mean, it's even got the good, you know, car alarm. I mean, I'm wondering if the rear end is just totally chock full of tools or something. Just because I am curious, I am going to look. All that weight can't just be the truck. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a 1500. I don't think it's a 2500. Now, if it were a 2500, I think that might make a little bit of sense on why it's so, yeah, why it's like acting like the thing is. I mean, I've towed a heavy load before, so it's what it reminded me of is a really heavy load. Actually, put this up here instead. See if I need to move these or not to get the Land Rover off. I'm sure there's a way to stick that thing in neutral, and it's probably really simple. I just don't care right now to find the time. I don't care to spend the time looking for it. Just because it's a Range Rover or a Land Rover, same thing to me. That's 2017. Yeah, I'm sure it's some kind of pull off a body panel or something to get your transmission in neutral type deal. Alright. I know this thing's not going anywhere, so just unhooking it ahead of myself. Sucked going to pick up that motorcycle in Toyota this late at night. You know, probably when some people are probably in bed over there. I don't know. It's Saturday, Memorial Day weekend. Maybe they're just all up doing their thing. Either way, it'll be nice to head home and get back to the kids. You know, they're all awake, of course, right now because I mean, not only are they waiting for me, but two of them are being quite loud, so I'm sure they're driving the wife a little crazy. Oh, oops. I'm gonna say